There's a lot of misinformation around Tesla vehicles, and here's a quick list of what a lot of people think out there, and let's go through it and kind of go through and see what actually is true and what actually is not true. Nick posted this and said there's so much misinformation about owning EVs, especially Tesla. And you might be in your beginning of your journey of purchasing a Tesla vehicle, and you might have heard some of this from friends, family, or whichever. So let's take a look at it. Quote, no, you don't get range anxiety with a wall connector at home. You wake up to a full tank every day. Well, now I 100% agree with this. And I used to tell people, like, do not buy a Tesla unless you have a wall charger at home, or at least a dedicated level 2 charger at your home or work. But now if you live in like places that like cities or whichever, like Los Angeles or Orange County, especially maybe it's just California, there are superchargers all over the place, and they're just popping like 325 kilowatt chargers all over the place as well. And so I think you could probably get away with it, especially if you are someone that have like a lot of errands that you need to do, like grocery shops or whichever. You could always try and find a supercharger that fits within your lifestyle. Tesla batteries are engineered for longevity, typically lasting 300 to 500,000 miles. And this is actually true because we've seen some Tesla vehicles go past 300,000, and that's why Tesla does have a pretty long warranty, like 150,000 miles on a Cybertruck. A Tesla is 8 times less likely to catch fire than a gasoline vehicle. I would love to see the data on this because I do feel like it is a valid stat, but at the same time, Tesla vehicles there's a lot of less electric vehicles than the gas vehicles, so maybe it's just not as highlighted as gas vehicles when they catch on fire. On road trips, Tesla superchargers are conveniently placed along your route, along locations where you can eat, shop, and rest. Yeah, I completely agree with that one. Average charging stops take 20 to 30 minutes. You do not charge to 100% every single time. Yeah, I agree with that. And really the optimum is, of course, arriving to a supercharger with like 10-20% of battery, charging to like 70 to 80%, and then just leaving and going to your next stop, because that extra of going from 80% to 100% is probably going to take you about the same amount of time as going from 20% to 60 to 70%. So you might as well just move on to the next one. The average price per kilowatt hour in the US is 18 cents. Charging a Model 3 only costs $14. Well, I mean, the average, that sounds great. I mean, the average in California is probably like 40 to 50 cents. So it really doubles there. And so really I would try and do the math calculations on whether it's worth it to save money by going electric versus gas. Tesla vehicles are among the best to drive in the winter. Heat pumps warm the cabin efficiently, while instant torque and traction provide insulate grip. While I've heard a lot of this and there's plenty of videos, I've actually never experienced it myself with an all-wheel drive Tesla, but I would still recommend, if you do live in an area that gets a lot of snow, get like an all-weather setup dedicated for your Tesla vehicle, whether it's snow tires and a set of wheels. Tesla full self-driving can drive you from point A to B anywhere in the US. Yeah, I mean, we've already seen people go cross country, no stopping, or not stopping, and then 100% on full self-driving, which is pretty cool. The only maintenance typically required is cabin air filters, tires, and windshield fluid. And so yes, you will save a lot of money on maintenance, but tires, because it has the instant torque, you could go through tires a lot more quicker. New battery replacements start as low as $12,500 for Model 3, not 30 to 40K as some claim. And that's, yeah, I've seen that. And there's actually like refurbished batteries are even lower. Like you can get, like, people will pull a refurbished battery out of like a older Model 3 that has like 50K miles, put it into yours, and they'll charge you like $6,000 for that, which is a lot less cost. EV brakes can last over 200,000 miles due to regenerative braking. Yeah, I've seen that as well. So you don't have to spend as much money on braking, which is a nice maintenance savings, but you could spend more money on insurance and other items like tires. And so you do want to monitor some of the costs with that when you buy a Tesla. But let us know what your thoughts are. Another way to save a lot of money is getting away a great set of all-weather floor mats. Our favorites are from 3W, especially when you use promo code Dennis35, you get 35% off. So if you're looking for a floor mat that has great warranty, lifetime warranty, great fitment, definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. Check out some of their other accessories as well. And don't forget to use promo code Dennis35 for 35% off your set of floor mats.